Will you all please be seated? I think it's on. Sorry. Good morning, everybody. My name is Suranart, Kasitipradit. I also go by Ta, and thank you for being here today, every one of you. Now, I just want to start off the speech by saying that I struggle with this chapel speech a lot. Like, I want to talk about every single thing, and I'm doing just that today. As some of you know, I had a really bad flu over the weekend, so that didn't help. But it's okay. Arts Week's been phenomenal, and I hope you all have been enjoying it so far. Let's get to it then. I want to talk about being happy. And there's so many ways to be happy. So I want to talk about being happy from the inside. Being happy by being you. I have 4 stories to tell that really marked a crucial part of my life. So bear with me here. The first story, before we get to all the rainbows and sunshines, I want to talk about the rain. At Appleby College, I usually receive comments like, Ta, why are you such a morning person? Or how do you smile all the time? And I smile back and give you a big hug. What some of you don't know, though, is that someday, I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to talk to people in the dining hall. I just want to plug in my headphone, blast the music as loud as I can, and run away. Just run away from Appleby, run away from life. As many of you know, identity has always been something that is really important to me. It's something that I've spent half my life hiding and the other half trying to find it again. The first story is about a part of my childhood that I've never really shared with anyone before. Since I was a little kid, I've always twisted and turned who I am, hoping to fit in. This started when I was in grade 3. Gay, you're so gay, my classmates would often say, before pushing me off the football field. Comments like, Tutta, which is gay-ta in Thai, or all the other hateful things were everywhere. I hated those comments. Like, why would you say that to someone? Now, imagine going through that over and over again. But not just with soccer, you're so gay, but with basketball, you're so gay, with volleyball, you're so gay, you name it. Honestly, I felt like I was disgusting, and I blamed myself for it. I remember for weeks, I would go to my friend's house and take lessons from his mom on how to be a man. She would teach me how to walk like a man, and would stop me every time I laugh or smile like a girl. Shoot. I tried my best to mask my femininity and act tough, hoping to be accepted. I did this by following the typical masculine trait of aggressive. I turned myself into a bully. I was a mean kid, would stomp my feet as loud as I can to make others think that I'm strong. I remember kicking 2 of my best friends right in the stomach, just to show those jockey kids that I'm strong, that I'm one of them. I would sacrifice everything for their acceptance, even myself. Identity has always been something that's really important to me. Since I was a little kid, I spent my life pretending to be others. I tried to be one of the bullies so that I bully other gay kids so that I don't get bullied myself. I tried to be part of the nerdy group and study all night long and never share my knowledge because I want to feel special. I tried to be those feminine gay best friend to all the girls and say yes to all their dresses. I even tried to be those like fabulous drama queen so that other people would laugh at me. I created all this persona to identify myself with because I really didn't know who I was. What I also didn't know was that doing this limited me from being something as easy, as natural as being me. I should have listened to Stuart Little when he said, making others feel small doesn't make you truly big. Identity has always been something that's really important to me. Let's put a question mark at the end of that. Next story is about my grandmother. Last year, about a week before school started and 3 days before my 16th birthday, my grandma passed away. My grandma was one of the people that raised me, and despite this, I was never a good grandson to her, and I regret every single thing I did. In grade 7, 8, 9, and 10, I remember rushing through the front door and jumping onto my laptop first thing right after school every day, because I was more interested in knowing how many likes I have on Facebook, how many likes I have on Instagram, and exchanging a conversation with my grandparents. As my grandmother's health slowly declined each day from Alzheimer's disease, I sank deeper and deeper into my own fantasy with my crushes at school, my desire to be popular. You see, people started to accept me at school, my pretended self, and I really liked that. Deep inside, though, I was worried that they would see through me. It was exhausting to keep up an appearance. Trying to make every single person like me was so important to me that I looked past the people who were always there for me from the start, in front of me, my family, my grandmother. I regret changing my grandma's TV channel to visit a favorite place when she wanted to watch the news, getting annoyed when she was worried about my aunt. I regret allowing my insecure self to wait for my crush text and failing to see the tremendous love I receive from her. Knowing all this, though, she still smiled at me, her big old smile that added that glamorous tint to all the smile line, and said, "ไม่เป็นไร ยายรักหลาน," which means it's okay, and I always love you. She even gave me that smile on her deathbed, right before liver cancer took her away. I was an ungrateful child. This news never really sunk in for me until several days later when my parents took me to a temple and asked the monk to shave my head and my eyebrows. I was to be a monk in honor of my grandma's death. It's a belief that by doing this, I myself will personally guide my grandmas to heaven doors. In my monk experience, I woke up every day at 4 in the morning and joined other monks in their morning prayer. I had a special job, though. It was to sit in front of my grandma's casket and welcome all the visitors. Getting to see all my relatives, my grandma's friends and acquaintances, and getting to hear all their prayers to her made me realize that all the acceptance, all the popularity, and the crush's love that I've been dying for all this time, none of that matters once you're dead. What matters most is that at the end of the day, are you happy with yourself? Are you happy with yourself? My third story is about my service trip to Peru. I left Thailand to Appleby College about a week after the incident. To be honest, I was very nervous about coming here. It's like a chance for me to start all over. It's a chance for me to be true, like my grandma. Appleby helped me find a glimpse of who I am. I went on a Peru service trip with a friendly and enthusiastic group of people, and whether they know it or not, have helped me shape who I am so much and did a tremendously positive impact on me. As part of one of the reflection activity there, we had to fill up 3-column chart. Now, if you guys don't mind, I'd like to do this activity with each one of you now, a part of it. So would you all close your eyes real quick? First, start listing all the things you think are good about yourself. Now list all the things that are bad about yourself, that you hate about yourself. With your eyes still closed, raise your hand if you find listing your good trait easier than your bad trait. Now, still closing your eyes, raise your hand if you think it's the other way around. You can put your hand down now. You may open your eyes. I was part of the second group of people. Just like many of my peers on the trip, listing all the things you don't like about yourself was too easy for me. Jealous, pessimistic, selfish, self-centered, hypocrite, liar, judgmental, coward, hot-tempered. The list goes up to 43 things in one sitting, while I had none on my good side. Oh, I was really a mean kid. Also, the reason behind this was because I was thinking, I was never always good, so how can I use any of the good traits to describe myself? But then it hit me. I wasn't always bad either. That was when I started realizing my good trait with the support of the people on the trip. Stephanie said I was brave. Teresa said I was a sunshine. Eileen said I was honest. Easy to talk to, caring, spiritual, considerate. And the list went up to 47 things. That was one of the happiest realizations I ever had. It feels good from time to time to be reminded that no matter what you do, there will always be that good side, good part in you. So please don't ever forget that. Now, my identity has always been something that's really important to me. My last story is about art. In addition, not only did Appleby help me love me more, it also shown me my passion. On my first day of school, Robbie Kershaw took a 16-year-old bald-headed me with no eyebrows to my very first art class with Miss Haggy. Never having taken any proper art class since grade 5, I had absolutely no idea that art room was going to be my second home in Appleby. The art room was a place where I found my voice as a person. Through art, I learned to express who I am and what I stand for, whether it's through my painting, drawing, music, dancing, philosophy, and even my Photoshop piece. Now follow me on this. To me, identity of an artwork is like its statement to the world. An art statement, the message of the artwork, is like a symbol. It's so vague. Like everyone interprets art differently, but yet the message is so firm and secure, and it's always there. Art's identity is fluid and can never be defined or put into categories. And I think that says a lot about how we should look at ourselves and our own identity. Art to me right now is also an act of capturing the moment. I think it's the greatest gift one could have. It's a gift that can stop time, to capture the emotion, the pain, the joy, and to capture the memories of who we are at each stage of our life. Yesterday, your life might be headed in one direction, and then today it's headed in another. And all of that, it's okay, as long as you stay true to who you are. Now, you all have heard 4 stories about my life, so let's do a quick recap. I talked about my childhood and how I lied to fit in. I talked about my grandma and how I couldn't see the love in front of me. I talked about Peru and how it gave me another perspective on life. I talked about art and how it helped me be true to myself by expressing who I am and capturing the moment. Now, this all is going to sound a bit crazy, but speaking of capturing the moment, would you all join me in the picture? So how this will work is that you're all going to look up at Peter Warwick over there, and he's going to count us in, and he's going to take a picture of this moment right now. Okay, can you count us in, Peter?
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Thank you for that. We all have been hiding ourselves for far too long, letting ourselves be influenced by the things around us, letting other people decide the course of our life without listening to our own inner voice. Who are we? My friends, we are many things, and happiness is definitely one of them. To be true to ourselves, I strongly believe that it requires us to accept and acknowledge who we are and our very own dark side. And remember that whatever we do, our goodness will always stay intact. I believe that everything happened for a reason. And the reason that you're all hearing this message from me now is because I'm right. I'm right that you are all loved. Do not waste your emotional energy on something that you know that you can't change, and believe in yourself and your own ability. Because after all, Kung Fu Panda said that the secret ingredient is nothing. It's about believing. Please don't lie to yourself either. If you don't know, say you don't know. That's okay. Thank you, Kate McGardens, for coming here. She's the one in the Thai costume. Mrs. Jackson's coming, all the teachers, all my friends, everyone. A message to my mom and dad, and Patang, and my grandpa, my grandma. Thank you so much. I really wish you could see me grow and be here today, but don't worry about me. I'm strong. You taught me well. And to everybody here, it is each one of you, whether you know it or not, that helped make me the person I am today. It is you that make my Appleby experience so rewarding. Like all those simple acts of waving, saying hi to me, holding the door for me, chatting with me during study time, debating life philosophy at lunch, or the hug that you gave me when I questioned myself. All your actions, whether big or small, can make such a difference on the lives of the people around you. So please be kind. To the senior too, our time in Appleby is almost over with only about a month left. Let's make it worth it. Together. I'm not ready for graduation, honestly. I love you. I love you. And I hope you love you too. Because how can you love others if you don't even love yourself? Happiness starts from within. Now will you all please rise and join me in hymn 662.